This is ANC and you're watching The Pot Shot.
Good evening. The top news stories this week. Borderline terrorist organization takes up socialist agenda. MP caught watching AIB video in Parliament. Indian probe lands on Mars, still no traces of black money. And now to our main news story this week. The Rashtriya Mahila Why So Single Samiti released its annual Valentine's Day thread last week. No other channel has access to this video. This is an ANC exclusive.
Myself, Bhabiji. We're not against love. But if a couple is in love, they must get married. In case the couples claim that they need time to think about marriage, we will tell them there is no time. They shouldn't insult love by doing all these things. We will also inform their parents and a prompt Arya Samaj marriage will be performed for all couples that are out doing these foreign things. If they are interfaith couples, we will perform Suddhi Kiran to make sure they can have a proper original Indian wedding. All this foreign culture is invading our country. I will personally speak to Mr. Barack Obama, US President, who just came to Delhi recently, and tell him to call off the US nuclear deal if they do not stop invading our country with this foreign culture. This cultural invasion must stop. We must restore India to its natural and holistic and pure roots. Hey, listen, can we just pause for a minute? I'll take the call and finish this. Hi, Bittu, you landed? Oh, okay. You got the iPhone that Mama asked you for, no? You're such a darling boy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Listen, Mama is recording this threat video right now. I'll call you as soon as I'm done, okay? Chalo, bye Bittu. Welcome back to India. My son, you see, he's engineer, US return, just came back. I'm looking to get him married. So if you know anybody who's looking for eligible bachelors, then you kindly just contact us in this regard.
The group further threatened to monitor Facebook and Twitter to find random people taking selfies with other random people and not marrying them. However, things did not go as planned on Valentine's Day because the Bangalore police issued a warning to the RMYSSS preventing them from acting on their promise. This was furthered by the Delhi police, which arrested and detained several people gathered outside the RMYSSS headquarters who were interested in taking up on the promise of a quick and effective Arya Samaj wedding. We now have the Minister of Police Affairs in our studios in Delhi. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. What do you have to say about the police arresting several people outside the RMYSSS headquarters?
See, Vivek, the police did the absolute right thing. We cannot allow people to go around mocking Indian culture the way they were mocking them outside. The police did the absolute correct action by arresting those unscrupulous persons.
But from what we know, they were not mocking the people, they were not mocking the RMYSSS. They were there to get married.
See, from what you know, I was there on the ground. I went and saw them. Boys and boys holding hands trying to get married. Girls and girls holding hands to try and get married. How is this Indian culture? If this is not mockery, what is it?
So now that you've mentioned this, I would like to know, what is your take on gay marriage?
You cannot say the G word on national television and you shouldn't. I'm not here to talk about this nonsense. Let's talk about the RMYSS. Do you know what a great organization they are? They are a national institution. That is exactly what they are. As our recent candidate told in Delhi polls recently, that they have kept India strong and together through the course of our history. And what are they trying to do? They're trying to get people to get married. And if you have more marriages, you will have more rape. If more people get married, they will have fewer rapes. This is consistent government policy for women's empowerment. And you should be encouraging them instead of mocking them like this.
Okay, so more marriages, lesser rape. So this is a good thing. Okay, sir, but how would the common man honor such an institution?
See, before you can honor them, you must stop insulting them. The way you media peoples go around going and insulting all these people who are doing such good things for our Indian culture, you are making mockery. If you go insult them like this, the next time somebody says something to save Indian culture, who is going to take them seriously? Yeah?
Who will take them seriously indeed. Thank you so much for joining us, Minister. There has been a lot of talk going on recently about how Indian tradition has been degraded by foreign influence. A lot of eminent personalities and politicians alike have voiced their opinion about how Indians have forgotten to be Indian. This brings us to our special news report tonight.
In search of the original Indian. Mr. X recently decided to purge himself of all foreign elements and revert to life as an original Indian.
To be a true Indian, one must replace all things Western.
पहले मैं लेज़ खाता था, अब सिंगदाना. पहले पेप्सी के साथ पिज़्ज़ा, अब चाय के साथ समोसा. अब मैं बर्थडेज पे केक नहीं काटता, जलेबी खाता हूँ. I threw away all my ties, only silk kurtas. 100% Indian. Pasta? No. Eat your rajma. No Times of India. Only Now Bharat Times.
Boy rapes a girl. So what? Shit happens. Get them married.
I stopped watching Yashraj films. Switzerland में shoot करता है साला. Now, only Anurag Kashyap.
I don't love my parents on Valentine's Day. I respect them.
I stopped watching English music videos for hot girls. Only Desi item numbers.
My cousin wanted to marry outside her caste. I said no. She ran away. I killed her. Real Indians have honor.
He thought he had finally become a real Indian, but things got a little difficult when the CBFC, Central Board of Foreign Culture Critics, issued a list of more things he had to give up to be the real, true Indian. Samosa, aloo, rajma, jalebi, Bombay, freedom of speech, Anurag Kashyap, black money, Facebook, democracy, Twitter, Western commode, chai, peanuts, Sonia Gandhi, silk. After the new rules issued by the CBFCC, all Mr. X has left is patriarchy. How can a man survive in a man's world? This is the ultimate test for the true original Indian. We asked him if he's happy. Can he live this way with nothing?
What nothing? Nothing is what? Nothing is zero. And zero is what? Zero is made in India.
Hence, after a long search, we have come to the conclusion that the original Indian does exist somewhere.
Doesn't such patriotism give you goosebumps? This just in, a stray dog has been detained at Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport for refusing to take off his fur coat. The NIA is investigating the matter and has classified it as a level 4 national security threat. But more on that later. That's all for today. This is the Pot Shot, where we take a pot shot, because at the end of the day, a pot shot is all we have.
Like our videos and subscribe to our channel below. Hit the subscribe button now. And if you want to leave us a comment, feel free to speak there. Don't worry, we have our censor board officials censoring anything untoward that is being said.